Good morning, everyone. Here I am with another video of mine introducing yourself. This is a topic which is very important from any professional point of view. Suppose you are going to face an interview, so this is the most likely question everybody is asked. Tell me something about yourself, right? और हिंदी में भी मैंने लिखा है यहाँ पर, इंग्लिश में अपना परिचय कैसे दें. If you want to introduce yourself in English, how to do that. So without wasting, let's move on. So the points to be included, the first thing is the things you have to keep in mind is there are certain points. The first thing is greetings or wishing, then telling your name, then telling your name, right, and then where you belong to, the place you belong to, and then how to talk about your family, and then how to inform about your qualifications, whether educational or professional, academic or professional, and then information about how to provide information about your additional qualification and skills. And after that, this point is followed by talking about your work experience, and then talk about your diversions, relaxation, pastime and hobbies. So after that you can say that अगर आपको बताना है कि आप अपना if you want to tell that कैसे अपना टाइम आप जो है स्पेंड करते हैं, अगर आपके पास थोड़ा फ्री टाइम है, स्पेयर टाइम है, तो हाउ डू यू स्पेंड इट, and then how to wind up. This is your introduction, right? So let's move on without delay. So the first point, see, I have prepared the videos in a form so that you get to know that आपको करना क्या है और आपको क्या नहीं करना, right? What to do and what not to do. So if so far the wishing is concerned or greeting, someone is concerned, always remember that during a formal meeting, you must say good morning, right? Till 12 p.m. you must say good morning, and after 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. say good afternoon. And then after 4:31 till midnight you must wish anybody, say with the expression good evening, okay? And then never say informal expressions in a formal meeting, right? Hi, hello or how is you doing. These are all informal expressions. अगर आप एक मीटिंग में हैं, आप एक इंटरव्यू दे रहे हैं, तो you should not use such words. हाँ, if you are in an informal gathering and you are introducing yourself, then you can say कि hi, hello. You can start your introduction with hi, hello and how's you doing, right? So let's move to the next slide. Now how to tell your name. See friends, let me tell you one thing. ये जो point है, this is very important because यहाँ पर मैंने देखा है, there are so many people I have seen, my colleagues, even the faculties, even the people who are already working, so they keep on saying myself, myself. So this myself is a wrong expression. There are two ways you can tell your name. The first one is my name is. Either you say my name is, or you can say I am. Good morning, I am this, right? You can say your complete name, right? And then never say myself is a possessive pronoun. Sorry, myself, I आपको myself क्यों नहीं use करना है, because it's a possessive pronoun, right? So this pronoun you cannot use in pronoun, possessive pronoun basically use as an object, not as a subject. So when you are talking about yourself, you have to deal yourself as a subject, right, not as an object. This is why myself is wrong. Now let's move on. How to tell your place. So generally I have seen people saying that I belong from or I belongs to. So these are two wrong expressions, right? I've seen people, even the one who are working, so it gives a very negative impression, right? So let's move on. So you can say I am from अपने सिटी का नाम, तो you can start that, and you can also say I belong to. Always remember, don't say I belongs to, and neither say I belong from, right? So either you can say hello, hello everyone, or good morning everyone, my name is this and I am from or I belong to, okay? Then you can tell the name of your city. आगे बढ़ते हैं, टॉकिंग अबाउट योर फैमिली. तो आपको अपनी फैमिली के बारे में क्या बताना है? देयर आर, यू कैन से देयर आर 5 मेंबर्स इन माय फैमिली, देयर आर 6 मेंबर्स इन माय फैमिली, वट एवर इंक्लूडिंग मी, राइट। अपने फादर का, अपनी मदर के बारे में बताते हुए आपको याद रखना है कि यू हैव टू यूज़ द प्रीफिक्सेस मिस्टर. So always remember, so it sounds formal, right? It sounds formal using a prefix Mr. or Mrs. So my mother dash 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 is a government officer, runs his own business, or a private employee, anything, whatever the status or their status is, you can say. And so far your mother is concerned, you can say that if your mother is working, you can say this way. And if she is not working, so better you say that she is a homemaker, right? Instead of housewife, say homemaker. Housewife doesn't sound very good, so better you must say my mother is a housemaker if she is not working outside home, right? Talking about your qualification, so talk about your latest qualification. So always remember that, see, suppose if you are a doctorate, if you have done PhD or you have done master, so talking about your 10th will not make sense. Better you talk about your highest qualification. तो आपकी अगर लेटेस्ट डिग्री मास्टर्स की है तो आप उस पर बात बताइए. अगर आपकी लेटेस्ट डिग्री PhD है तो आप उस पर बताइए कि आई हैव डन PhD इन सच एंड सच सब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम सच एंड सच यूनिवर्सिटी, राइट. और अगर आपने सिर्फ मास्टर्स आपकी हाईएस्ट क्वालिफिकेशन है तो आप बता सकते हैं कि आई एम एन एमटेक फ्रॉम सच एंड सच यूनिवर्सिटी इन सच एंड सच स्ट्रीम और सब्जेक्ट, राइट. और आई एम एन MSc, I'm a master of science from such and such subject, maths or chemistry or physics or whatever, right. And then you can say and if you have only done graduation, so you can say I've done BTech, or I have done BTech, or I have done engineering, graduation in engineering in computer science. And then always remember to talk about your institution wherever you have taken your education from, so that also leaves a good impression. But if you are asked about your schooling, so then you can talk about your schooling as well, like कि आपने कौन से बोर्ड से पढ़ा है. सी, नेमिंग योर स्कूल अनलेस और अंटिल इट्स वेरी फेमस डजंट मेक एनी सेंस. बेटर यू टॉक अबाउट योर बोर्ड. सो if it was an ICC board or CBSE board or any state board, right, so you can talk about school if you are asked, otherwise it's not required, all right. So if you are an experienced member, better you talk about your latest qualification or the highest qualification. So now we'll move on. इन्फॉर्मिंग अबाउट योर एडिशनल क्वालिफिकेशन. तो अगर आपकी पढ़ाई से भी अलग कोई और क्वालिफिकेशन है तो उनके बारे में आपने कैसे क्या क्या कहना है और क्या नहीं कहना है. ओके, व्हाट टू मेंशन एंड व्हाट नॉट, right. So if you have done some relevant course best suited for your present job, suppose if you are doing if I am applying for a software, so as a software developer, for a software developer job, and you have done BTech, but you have learned some languages other than your regular course. So you can mention about these things that I have done such and such course from such and such, I have taken such and such diploma course, like this. So you can talk about this. So suppose you are applying for the job of fine engineer and you have done some certificate or diploma course in learning coding, so you may write I have got some certificate course in my such and such qualification, right. And one more thing you people have to remember, आप याद रखिएगा कि जो आपके पास एडिशनल क्वालिफिकेशन है लेकिन वो आपके इस जॉब के लिए सूटेड नहीं है, वो दे आर नॉट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द प्रेजेंट जॉब यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर, so better you don't mention about them, right. It simply, otherwise it makes you very wordy and doesn't help you to be concise. So let's move on. वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, अगर आप फ्रेशर नहीं है, आपके पास कुछ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है तो आप क्या कह सकते हैं कि आप बिन वर्किंग इन नेम ऑफ द कंपनी, जो भी आपका कंपनी है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इंस्टीट्यूशन है, एज नेम ऑफ द पोस्ट एज वेल. एट द सेम टाइम यू हैव टू टॉक अबाउट वट एवर योर पोस्ट was or is, right, or and how long you have served there. Was it for 1 month or 6 months or 1 year or 5 year or 6 year or whatever, right. So you can, the sentence you can form is I have been working as software developer at Infosys for past 5 years, right. So you can say, or you can say since, if you are still working, so you can say since 2000, you can say since 2019 till today I am working in I've been working in Infosys or in Google or whatever, right. अच्छा, आपको बोलना क्या नहीं है, mention positively about your position. If you are asked about the reason of leaving at the present job, never say a single negative word about your present or previous organization. वेयर यू आर वर्किंग एट प्रेजेंट और हैव वर्क, राइट। देखिए ये बात आपको बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान में रखनी है, हालांकि समटाइम्स इट हैपन्स दैट वी गेट कैरीड अवे एंड वी बॉदर टू मेंशन दैट ओके कि यू आर आस्क्ड, एंड दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। यू आर आस्क्ड दैट व्हाई डिड यू लीव योर प्रेजेंट जॉब, और व्हाई डू यू वांट टू स्विच फ्रॉम योर प्रेजेंट जॉब। सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि आप उसके बारे में कुछ गलत मत बोलिए। ऑलवेज ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट a better and a positive reason. So you can say, see, I want growth, right? So for growth, this is something you can mention, or you can say that the working hours are not very much suitable for your life, or whatever your present scenario, your personal life. Or you can say the distance is too much. So these are the reasons, but never ever say that the employees were not good and something like this. So don't say it doesn't. If you talk something negative about someone, for the first negative impression it leaves on your personality, right? So always remember this. Well, let's move on. अब आपको अपनी इसके बाद after talking about your work experience, you can talk about your hobbies or your leisure time activities. So you can say that आपसे पूछा, आप बता सकते हैं कि अब आपके पास थोड़ा फ्री टाइम है, या कभी आपके पास थोड़ा फ्री टाइम होता है, आपको रिलैक्स करना है, तो आप किस तरह से, हाउ डू यू स्पेंड योर टाइम, राइट? So you can say that in my spare time I love or like watching movies, playing any game or musical instrument, gardening, swimming, anything you can say it, right? But see, remember one thing, अगर आप कुछ creative बताते हैं, see the point, the options I have mentioned, like playing a musical instrument, or learning a musical instrument, or learning any, you can say suppose sudoku, playing sudoku, or scrabble, or games like this, like gardening is a very productive thing, and swimming also. So I mean, all these things are creative, because if you are in your spare time, if you go for swimming, means it helps you to stay active. So you can say that it's an added advantage that you are an active person and you are actively involved. So if you take good care of your body, it means you will give proper attention to your job as well, right? To always mention that always look for some positive hobbies, right? And better कि आप ऐसा ही कुछ डेवलप करें, so that when you are interviewing sorry, when you are participating in an interview, when you are interviewed, so you don't have to come along with fake expressions, right? Whatever you say, I mean, you sound genuine. आफ्टर दैट यू कैन इवन मेंशन स्लीपिंग, राइट? स्लीपिंग, अगर आप और बाकी कुछ नहीं करते हैं तो आप स्लीपिंग भी लिख सकते हैं. यू मे से वेन एवर आई हैव स्पेयर टाइम आई लव टू स्लीप. सो it reflects that you sleep and then you rejuvenate yourself, right? That's also good. That it means that in rest of the time you are busy, and to that extent that you love to sleep in your spare time. After that you can also mention more than one hobbies, right? It's not that you only have to mention one hobby. If you want, you can mention a number of hobbies as well, like I like to cook and then dance in my free time. All these things you can say. Now let's talk about don't say. तो आपको क्या नहीं कहना है? So sometimes people say I like listening music. I instead just say like love listening to music. So always remember, this is, although it's a small preposition, but it leaves a negative impression that you don't have this much of command over, over this, over a language which is globally accepted or globally required. So always say I love listening to music, right? Don't say listen music, sorry. इफ़ यू मैंशन रीडिंग नॉवल, अच्छा हाँ, अगर आप नॉवल्स की बात कर रहे हैं तो आपको ध्यान देना है कि आप जस्ट टू create an impression, don't say I love reading novels, because you can be cross checked that which novel you have read so far. So that's better that if you have not read a novel, please don't mention that you love reading novel in your spare time. Okay. Now how to wind up or in the introduction. So when you feel that you are done with your introduction, you may wind up with the phrase that's all about me. तो अब बाद में आपको लग रहा है कि अब आप सब कुछ बता चुके हैं, तो आप you can wind up and you can say that's all about me, thank you. Or you can even say thank you sir, ma'am, I'm done here, I'm done with my speech. And आपको ध्यान क्या रखना है कि आप don't just keep talking, right? It may go against you. आई होप कि आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा। और अगर आपको कोई भी आपको लगता है कि इफ़ यू हैव गॉट बेटर सजेशंस, और इफ़ यू वांट एनी अदर टॉपिक विच यू वांट मी टू मेक अ वीडियो, और आपको लगता है कि दिस टॉपिक आई जस्ट वांट हेल्प इन सच इन सच टॉपिक, please feel free and mention in the comment box. Thank you so much, and if you really like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much. Bye bye, have a good day.